the TDS Valentines 2026 update came 6 new Valentine skins, along with returning Valentine mission quests. The new skins are obtainable through the Valentines 2026 skin crate, with having every single skin from it while also just completing all the mission quests. I decided why not be a better idea than to rank every single Valentine skin from worst to best. But before we start, I unfortunately do not have every single Valentine skin. The ones I don't have are the Valentine's Archer, the OG Valentine's Electroshocker, the Valentine's Pyro, the Valentine's Ranger, and the OG Valentine's Medic. But I do have all the rest, with a total of 20 Valentine skins. Finally, all of these skin ratings are of course my own opinion, so if you disagree with any of them, just leave your own in the comments if you want. But without further ado, let's start with the worst skins. So of 20 Valentine skins, I finally made my decision that the worst Valentine skin in TDS is the Chocolatier Militant. It's just incredibly basic, without custom animations nor guns. Also, the glasses on its head aren't even put on correctly, but I don't really know if that's intentional or not. Either way, this is a bad skin and the worst Valentine skin ever in TDS, so I'm giving this a 4 out of 10. At 19th place is the Valentine's Cowboy. This honestly might be the worst cowboy skin in the game. I just dislike the colors on the skin, especially at max level. It just looks so weird, so I'm giving this a 4 out of 10 as well. At 18th place is the Valentine's Soldier. The details are literally the exact same as the default Soldier, just with the Valentine's color palette. But it does look a bit better than the Valentine's Cowboy, so I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. At 17th place is the Valentine's Commander. I am not a big fan of the earlier levels. It doesn't get any better at max, with just basic details. On top of that, it doesn't even have any custom voice lines nor APCs, so there is literally nothing special about the skin. So I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. At 16th place is the Valentine Sniper. Just like the last two skins, not a lot changes in this one. The colors are slightly better in my opinion, but still, I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. Now, with those skins out of the way, I kind of rushed it, but this is where the skins start to get better. So coming in at 15th place is the Heartbreak Engineer. Not a lot changes in this one. The best part of it is probably her glowing eyes, which is pretty cool I guess. But for an engineer skin, it's pretty basic, but it's not bad, so I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. At 14th place is the Valentine Scout. Now hear me out, I think this skin is a bit better than the Engineer. It's just that there's a bit more going on and the details are very simple, but it's good. So I'm giving this a 7.5 out of 10. At 13th place is the Second Chance Medic. So out of the 6 new Valentine skins this year, this is easily the worst, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just that there's not much going on with this skin, but I really like the effect she gives towers when you use Uber Charge. It looks really nice. Overall, the skin is a 7.5 out of 10 for me. At 12th place is the Chocolatier Trapper. It's a really joyous skin, and I like the custom traps, with my favorite probably being the landmine. There's not much about this skin, it's just very good, so I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. At 11th place is the Cupid Crook Boss. It's a nice skin. My favorite level is easily level 4. I like the big hat with the feather. I also like the custom goons, but they could use a bit more detail, but overall, this skin also gets an 8 out of 10. We're now halfway through the rankings, so coming in at 10th, 9th, and 8th place are the Love Striker, Electroshocker, Rocketeer, and Brawler. Since they all share the same colors and similar details, but if I had to rank them in order, 10th place would go to the Electroshocker. I really like the gun at max, and the shooting animation is also nice. I'd give this an 8.3 out of 10. 9th place is the Love Striker, Rocketeer. Similarly to the last skin, it has a good looking gun at max level, but the custom explosions are really nice, so I'm ranking it a bit higher. It's still an 8.3 out of 10 though. Finally, 8th place goes to the Love Strike Brawler. Like the previous skins, huge fists and white wings at max level, but my favorite part about this skin is the custom punching animation, which really gives off anime vibes. I also like the effect when she jumps. With those details, I'm giving it an 8.4 out of 10. Now with those skins out of the way, 7th place goes to the Chocolatier Minigunner. Compared to most minigunner skins, this one is actually one of the better ones in my opinion. I like the details on it, like the chef hat and the cookie bag on its back. And it's one of the few skins with a double barrel, and in between there's an oven with cake batter I believe. Overall, this is a pretty great skin, so I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10. At 6th place is the Cupid Accelerator. Now back in the day when I first obtained this skin, I was honestly obsessed with it. I used it all the time, but nowadays I don't use it often, but I still think it's a great skin. Now it would be unfair if I gave it extra nostalgia points for the skin, so I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10. At 5th place is the Chocolatier Sledger. I really like its hammer at max, but the unique thing about the skin is when it attacks, it releases a trail of candy and forks, which is really nice in my opinion. Overall, this skin is an 8.8 out of 10 for me. At 4th place is the Heartbreak Jester. With this skin having the most annoying mission quest by far, I had high hopes for this skin, and it honestly didn't disappoint. I like how the heart-shaped boxes change colors based on the bomb you're using, and the details at max level are honestly insane. So overall, I'm giving this skin a 9 out of 10. Now we're in the top 3. So taking 3rd place is the Heartbreak Executioner. I was honestly surprised by how good this skin was. The best level is easily at max. There's just so much going on with this skin, like a teddy bear mask, a custom sword, a container box on his back, and nails in his shoulders. What can make this skin better is some custom sound when he swings, but nevertheless, this skin is still amazing. So overall, I'm giving this skin a 9 out of 10. At 2nd place is the Chocolatier Elf Camp. Honestly, Elf Camp was the last tower I expected to get a Valentine skin, but I'm not complaining, as this skin is amazing. I love the amount of details of the base at max level. My favorite custom design units on the skin are the Gift Bomber and the Ripped Elf. The rest are pretty good, but could be better. Overall, this skin gets a 9 out of 10. But, taking 1st place in what I believe to be the best Valentine skin in TDS is the Valentine's Motor. I like how the cannon is a mailbox in the earlier levels, but at max it becomes a huge star cannon. I also love her outfit, and the custom explosion is really nice too. This is easily my favorite motor skin, so I'm giving this a 9.5 out of 10. And with that, that's all the Valentine skins I have ranked from worst to best. Of course, it's my own opinions, so leave yours in the comments if you disagree. Also, yes, I am using my actual voice for this video as I finally gained the courage to. Let me know if you guys would prefer this over the AI voice. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.